Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab some canned beans, in this case some jarred haricot beans. These are known as Pochas frescas in Spain. They're very similar to canned navy beans and create an extraordinary recipe. We're talking Spanish paprika beans. This is known as Pochas al Pimentón. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's made with basic pantry staples and easy to make, is that it comes together in about 30 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours and hours. Folks, this is the perfect dish for any meal of the day, from a busy weeknight to relaxed weekend lunch. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite is going to warm your soul and fill your body with so much goodness. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need, such as sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which we're going to be using in today's recipe, among so many of their great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems. That way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here, as this is the base fat of the dish and what flavors all the ingredients. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chop 6 cloves of garlic, and finely chop 1 small red bell pepper. Then we'll add the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan, and we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way everything evenly sautés. After about 5 minutes, and the veggies are lightly sautéed, and the onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use red wine vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. We'll also add in 2 teaspoons of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 5 grams. Link where you get the one I'm using in the description box below. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 2 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in the past, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly. Otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. As always, I made my sauce by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use the same amount of canned tomato sauce, which is similar to passata. And we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And then we'll turn it up to a high heat, give it a mix, and simmer it for a few minutes. While tomato sauce is simmering, let's start prepping our beans. I'm going to drain 1 jar of haricot beans into a colander. Once again, these are known as Pochas frescas in Spain, and rinse the beans under some water. Size of the jar that I'm using is 25 ounces, which is 700 grams. Link where you get the Spanish ones that I'm using in the description box below. After simmering the tomato sauce for about 4 minutes, and you can see it's slightly thickened, we'll add in the drained beans and 2 cups of vegetable broth, which is 480 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, beef broth, or even water if you like. Just make sure to season accordingly if you're using water. And then we'll add in 1 bay leaf, give it a gentle mix, and bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're going to simmer this between 10 to 15 minutes, that way the flavors can develop. After simmering the beans between 10 to 15 minutes, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat, transfer some of the beans into a shallow bowl, and top it off with some chopped parsley. Check it out, our Spanish paprika beans are done. Easy to make, simple, heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes using just 1 pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Pochas al Pimentón, truly what honest home cooking is all about. So excited to try this. Here we go. For me, another one of those dishes where less is more and the simple things are the best things, because we have such simple ingredients and got so much flavor out of this. The beans absorbed everything in there, the sherry vinegar, the paprika and the cumin, and those vegetables in that broth, that lift of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home, an extra crunchy baguette, and a bottle of Spanish red wine, more specifically from the beautiful region of Navarra, can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Rob Haskins, Daniela Brandt, and Patricia O'Brien. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.